YouTube, what is happening, and welcome back to episode 6 of me defeating Pokemon Platinum with a team that you've probably never beaten it with before. I'm using Pokemon that have been used under 10% of time according to a post I found on Reddit right here. If you're enjoying this, make sure you like and subscribe. You know, I greatly appreciate it. It helps push these videos out. But now I'm going to show you some of the things that I did off screen over the weekend, including our very own Prinplup evolved into Empoleon, so like that's awesome. Didn't learn any moves. And then Galactic, I took your comments, suggestions, and I went back and taught a Night Slash and Leaf Blade, so thank you very much to the commenter that said that. Now to start this video, we had to help clear out some Psyducks from being in the way because, I don't know, they're having a headache or something, and Cynthia gave us that bottle last week to help them out. Now what annoys me by this is that after we do this, Cynthia's like, oh good, here you are. Like, why didn't you just do it, Cynthia? If you, why did I have to do it? I don't know, I don't get it. Now as you can see in my party, I have my Zubat because this next route is like the infamous defog route. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. So what I did was I taught my Zubat defog. I think I showed that at one point. And now we were able to get through very easily. Now once we made it to Celestic Town, it is time to fight Team Galactic, who's hiding in the way of the ruins with Dialga and Palkia. And so it's like, hey, what do they even want? I don't know. We're starting to get into the story of the whole, hey, we want to blow up the world or liberate Pokemon. I don't even know what game this is. But I wasn't really prepared for this fight. Luckily, it's not that hard because all I had was a Houndour that we were able to Earthquake, and then a Golbat that also I Zen headbutted an Ancient Power to get the win. Now, Golbat did confuse us, but it didn't really matter. And that got our Rampardos up to level 39. Keep in mind, the level cap is 41, so I had to be very careful this episode because it felt like I was really close to the level cap, like closer than in usual episodes. Now, moving into the ruins, Cyrus stops us, and he finally gets into like what he's trying to do for Team Galactic and what he wants to do as like the captain of them. And then he's like, hey man, let's battle right now because I'm so much stronger and more blue haired than you. And once we get into this battle, I realize how like truly stacked my team is because it is super balanced and powerful, as Sneasel is what gets opened up here, as I have my Galactic, which all I have to do is Brick Break because yeah, I'm 4 times strong against that. And it's going to be an Oko because that thing ain't going to stop me. Golbat as well, Psycho Cut, get out of here. Sorry, you can't take me. And then the last Pokemon was Murkrow, which I actually didn't have a counter for on Galactic, so all I did was just switch out into my Rampardos, and I was just able to get the win from there. Against the Murkrow, I tried to Drill Peck, I tanked it pretty well, and then we were able to Ancient Power. And this did bring it into low territory, but I did get my stat boost, so it didn't really matter what was going to happen on the next turn, because A, I was getting outspeed, and B, I was going to be strong enough to kill it. And that was going to be the end of the Cyrus fight, as he really doesn't have that strong of a team right now. I didn't realize that after 5 gyms, Cyrus still is not that strong. Luckily, our Ponyta finally evolves at level 40 into Rapidash, but it still doesn't really have like that strong fire type move yet. I think it learned Fire Blast, but I don't really like that because of the 85 accuracy. But hey, Rapidash, we also get the HM for Surf, which is going to help us as we teach it to our Empoleon immediately. As you can see, we're almost up to level 40 with everyone except for Galactic. And I flew back to Floroma Town because it was time for me to get some TMs, including the TM for Thunderbolt, which I immediately taught to my Drifblim instead of Shockwave. Thank you, Drifblim. You're basically our TM slave right now. You're doing great. I also went into the Fuego Ironworks and got the TM for Flamethrower. Guess who I gave that to? Rapidash. This TM is going to super be helpful for the 6th gym as we end up making our way to Jubilife City before we're able to head west to Canalave City. Now, of course, me being me, I ran straight into what I thought would be a gym fight, but instead it was just a rival fight against Tyler. Tyler, I swear, I don't even remember these battles existing with you, but you just show up when I don't need you to, and you try to battle me. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have my Rampardos out in front, so I wasn't able to just Ancient Power a Staraptor, because that's always what he sends out first. But Drifblim, with its newly learned Thunderbolt, actually was really helpful in this fight, as I was able to Thunderbolt the Staraptor into Oblivion, as it stood no chance against me. And then the Floatzel, which had Pursuit, which kind of scared me a little bit, also stood no chance against the Thunderbolt. Now the 3rd Pokemon coming out was Torterra, and Torterra, which I was a little bit scared of, actually tanked my Fly really well. So I didn't really know how I was supposed to deal with this, and so when I looked for a switch, I ended up switching out because Bite got me into low health. I went to Rapidash because I figured it could take a bite, and then the Flamethrower would be able to take it out. Following the battle against the Torterra, our rivals sent out a Rapidash, and hey, we've got our own Rapidash, so this fight, I realized I was going to switch out, but Rapidash can't touch me because I had Flash Fire. I don't know what ability his Rapidash has, but since we have Flash Fire, it basically can't even touch us, so all I did was stomp it a couple times, and then boom, out you go Rapidash, which led to his final Pokemon, Heracross. We Fire Blast it, we get the accuracy, and we defeat rival Tyler. Now heading into the gym, we get told that it is, hey, a Steel type gym, so make sure you're not going to do anything too brash or don't use grass types. Rapidash, by the way, was almost up to level 41 before we took on the gym. But going into the gym, I assure you, I did not go over level. Now Byron, who I believe is Rorik's father, right? He's the first gym's father, if I remember correctly. He's going to open up with a Magneton in this fight against him, which, hey, we've got a Rapidash, which is going to just be easily able to take out the Magneton, which is going to get our Rapidash up to level 42, which puts us above the level cap, but luckily the gym battle had already started. Steelix, same story, different Pokemon. Flamethrower, you're out. Game, set, match point, Scott, if you know what I'm saying. Now, watch this, like, terrible move. What am I doing? Why do I have Drifloon out against this Steel type right now? And I don't even know. I don't know what this whole battle strategy is. But obviously Drifloon, like, I don't even know. I didn't even switch it out. I just took the hit and died. Like, I don't even know. If this was a Nuzlocke, I would have been so mad. But anywho, we end up getting a critical hit on Bastiodon. And that's going to pretty much be the end of that battle there. Now Byron is defeated. That gives us our 6th gym badge. And we still only have 5 Pokemon left. So don't even worry. In the next episode, you are going to see that 6 Pokemon. But Byron, who gives us that badge, also gives us the TM for Flash Cannon, which is a great Steel type special move. And since Empoleon's special attack isn't too bad, we end up getting rid of Metal Claw to get Flash Cannon. I'm starting to love the learn set that a lot of people are getting, and don't worry, next time you will see I'll have some more updated moves because I'm going to go look for some TMs as Tyler is stopping us here saying, hey, let's go to the library. And then when I go to the library, I thought Iron Island was totally optional, but apparently it's not, as he's like, hey, you haven't even gotten strength yet? Go to the island and get strength. And I was like, what? So I have to go do that, but I'm going to do that off screen because I don't need to spend a whole episode on that. If you guys enjoyed me talking straight for 7 minutes and this Pokemon content, leave a like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Goodbye.